Guys, I have got to show you this. So, Eastar is the manufacturing company that we're using to print Oath to Embers. This box is the first box that I've gotten to be able to see what the print quality is like. So I wanted to show you guys. Basically, these are introduction decks. So this is how nice all of the introduction cards look. The game basically comes with 4 introduction decks so that players can learn the basic actions, and they have little training wheels on them to get you comfortable and associated with what all of these actions mean and who you can target with it. Here's all of the talents. So the talents have like a nice front and back. These red lines here that you see are the cut lines. So you'll be able to see what these things look like once they're done. It's crazy to see 3 years of work printed out on some of these cards. These are also the size of some of the bosses that you're going to be facing. Don't want to give you too many spoilers in there. These are some of the environment cards. So a lot of them are like status effects or characters that you meet throughout the story, or, you know, hazards, fire, things like that end up happening. These are all of the cards. There's a ton of different cards in here that each of the characters have. This is like the special deck's worth of cards. Little synergies that the players get. I mean, I don't want to, there's a big spoiler there. I don't want to show you guys too much of this stuff. I mean, it looks absolutely gorgeous. So I have to actually sit down with these. It'll take me a couple hours, but what I'm doing is I'm going to be sitting down with all of these and basically critiquing each of these and then playing around with the artwork to make sure that this artwork's too dark, or this one's too bright, or this one's too colorful, or, you know, it gets cut off a little bit, but it is beautiful. One of the things I love about this is that it's colorful. These are all of the Battle Flux cards. So these cards sit in the middle of the board and they basically affect everyone to the left and the right. Anybody who came to PAX, when you guys saw these cards were just, like, I think they just said like +1 melee attack on them. There was no artwork on them or anything. And the past couple months, I've been diligently working on artwork for these cards to make them look as good as I possibly can. So that is cool. The tuck boxes for all the characters. This is just a paper printout of it. And then we folded it. So they'll be obviously better quality, but these are the tuck boxes for each of the heroes so that as you are playing, you can have all of your cards that you've collected throughout the campaign separate from the ones that you haven't. These pamphlets, everyone's going to get one of these. These basically tell you like how to play your turn, what happens at the end of every single round with visuals that I did myself. It also tells you how to set up the encounter in order. And then here it'll tell you what all your basic actions are to get you used to the game. Any icons that you see, like drawing a card, discarding a card. But the creme de la creme, dude. This is just one of the storybooks. There may be 3 by the time we're done. And the reason that they're big is because these things are covered in original art. Now, the original art in all the game is done by a ton of different people, and all of the original art has the artist's name, who did the actual artwork underneath it. I'm big into trying to make sure that I'm giving the artists credit for whoever did whatever art that they did. Just because, you know, this game is, I don't know, it's made by an artist. And so I know there's a ton of times when I've looked at like books of games that I'm playing and I'm like, fuck, dude, I wish I knew who did that art, who did that art. And so for me to be able to see like, oh, Junaidi Lim, that's who did this piece. Cool, I want to check out his page or his Instagram. It's kind of a nice homage to the artists that work on the game. But yeah, dude, this is insane to physically see. Like, actually insane. So fucking cool. I can't wait until this game comes out, but I definitely can't wait. It looks better than I thought it would, by a long shot. I mean, this is 3 years of work almost. And it's just so fucking cool to see. So yeah, 5 minutes of me sharing this with you guys.